take my chances. I'd die for a living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building.
We are back live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to open the phones up, interspersed with other key news in the next half hour and the full hour after that. We're going to open the phones up on my end, 888-201-2244, 888-201-2244. We're also going to open the Genesis phone lines in Minnesota, 1-800-259-9231. On any of the subjects we've covered today, on any subject you wish to raise, 1-800-259-9231. What do you think of Glenn Beck and USA Today saying global warming's real, we need to pay taxes? What do you think about the secret meetings with these big banks? And I'm going to play this next hour, Gordon Brown calling for a new world order and a global government set up based on a constitution that the banks run. What do you think about the UN admitting that sea levels are not rising and they lied about that? What do you think about Bill Gates calling for global population reduction? We're going to be discussing it all. What do you think about the Joe Stack situation? We're now 4 or 5 days into this. You've had a chance to look at it. It's starting to lean back towards inside job. Who knows, though? Time will tell. 1-800-259-9231 or 888-201-2244, and we'll get you up and on the air. But I'm going to give each caller 1 minute because I want to get everybody on the air here, ladies and gentlemen. But again, lucky coincidence may have saved lives. His family says it's not his suicide letter, that he was acting completely normal before this happened. They had the fire engines, medical workers, FBI running around the parking lot right before it happened. It's incredible to have all of this going on. Now, again, I'll give you that number, 1-800-259-9231. One of the other reports we're going to be getting to, back from the dead, Dems vow to Rahm, meaning Rahm Emanuel, through health care. Obama to spell out his new health care plan, even worse than the previous plan. Absolutely incredible. Bill O'Reilly supports gun confiscation during weather emergencies. These are the types of news stories I have. And then we have our top story from today that Drudge linked up on the Drudge Report on the right-hand side. Update, Citigroup says Feds ordered 7-day restriction on bank withdrawals. This is confirmed. We're now confirming other banks. This is a federal-wide order, Citibank says. We have a direct link to their website where they admit it. I want to read back over this and then go to break and come back with your calls. Citigroup says Feds ordered 7-day restriction on bank withdrawals. A new advisory being sent out by America's third largest bank to its account holders has stoked fears that major financial institutions could be preparing for old-fashioned bank runs if the economy takes a turn for the worse. Originally reported by John Carney over at the Business Insider website, Citigroup is sending the following information to its consumers along with their bank statements. Effective April 1st, 2010, we reserve the right to require 7 days advance notice before permitting a withdrawal from all checking accounts. While we do not currently exercise this right and have not exercised it in the past, we are required by law to notify you of this change. Now, some people try to claim it's an April Fool's. It's not. We have the Citibank website link next, I thought, to go actually get it. And it's word for word the same, but saying January 1st. That's when they told their bank regulators this was the new policy. Took them a few months to get it in place. And now they've put it out on their website. And it's okay. So here it is. Almost identical advisory to the one being sent out can be read on the page 22 of Citibank's client manual effective January 1st, 2010, or a month and 22 days ago, which can be read here from Citibank's own website. Quote, this is confirmed. We reserve the right to require 7 days advance notice before permitting a withdrawal from all checking, savings, and money market accounts. We currently do not exercise this right and have not exercised it in the past, states the manual. It is real. And this is to all banks, folks, not just Citibank. According to the Future of Capitalism blog, Citigroup originally claimed that the warning was only sent nationwide as a result of a mistake, but that the measures do not account for only Texas holders. However, in the statement, Citigroup confirmed that they had reserved the right to impose the new 7-day rule on all account holders nationwide, but claimed they had no plans to enforce it. The bank stated they had been forced to enact the new policy as a result of federal regulations. Are they gearing up for bank runs or dollar devaluation? To close it for a week. Well, I just talked to the guys. They're now down there waiting for the press conference of Geithner coming up in 2 hours. Getting there early to make sure they get a good spot. They're down there. That's good. Geithner and Austin give a press conference. I think the media ought to all go out there and ask him about what's going on, so he can't just pose as a victim in front of a shattered building. Notice this guy will not give press conferences, but now he's coming down here to play the part of a victim when he doesn't even pay his taxes. So that is coming up, and if the guys run into any trouble, we'll report it live here on air for you. They've got our studio number on speed dial, but they're now there, not running into any problems. Their First Amendment is not being violated. And that's certainly good news. Don't want to have to file a lawsuit over this. Before we go to Joe, Lexi, Eric, Julie, Charles, Sean, Don, Herman, Captain Briggs, Alex, and others. Got 2 different phone systems, our phone system and the Genesis phone system. Before I start blitzing to your calls and then covering a bunch of other news in the next hour, I want to play this speech by Gordon Brown that mirrors the Herman von Rompuy speech calling for global government coming up. This is a new speech in the next hour. It's only a 4-minute speech. We'll take about 10 to start it and stop it and break it down. So you definitely stay with us for that. Very important for those of you that have family, friends, employees, bosses that are still in denial about the fact that world government's being set up right now. Let's go first to Captain Briggs, calling from Texas. You're on the air, sir.
Good afternoon, Alex. I just want to say kudos to Tim and Craig for running the InfoWars booth for you.
Yeah, you're the fella I met you down at the gun show this weekend.
Sir, there's only one good-looking guy there besides you, but I was wearing a cowboy hat and a kilt. We'll get you in a kilt later, I'm sure.
Okay. Don't start talking like Glenn Beck about French kissing Rick Perry. Anyway.
Well, it takes a real man to wear a kilt.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Yes, sir. I wanted to say good job on the gun show. Thank you for showing up. That was an absolute treat. I did get the Deborah Medina placards up on the roof on the chimney. I got my Liberty stickers. Thank you, Rick McGinnis and Katie Brewer, for facilitating that. That goes on the Bubba truck. My weapons of choice are the DVDs that I get from your site and bumper stickers like the ones we get from Liberty Stickers, spreading the word. On the way back to Colleen from Austin, I did stop by and see the crash site there. I'm with you. We need some answers. We need to have an investigation.
Another issue we haven't really covered is all these other small planes crash into even glass buildings, and the damage is at 1/10. I've never seen, but he did supposedly load it up with extra gasoline.
Thank you, and that's what I'm talking about. We need some answers there. It reminded me of some of the buildings that I saw in Kuwait City from Desert Storm, or some buildings there in Iraq in 2003 when I was there. There's something else going on there, brother. You're right. We need to get all the answers before we demonize that guy and victimize little Timmy Geithner and all those other crooks up there around Washington, D.C.
Well, he won't show his head in public, but he's going to show up in front of the shattered building and have a stupid press conference. I appreciate your call, Captain Briggs. Moving quickly, let's take a call off the Genesis phone system. Charles in Arkansas, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Jones?
Good.
I want to comment on that Texas thing that happened in Austin. You know, of all the places for this to happen, make a long story quick, it had to happen in your hometown. Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
You probably don't remember, but I called you about a year ago, and as soon as I got through talking to you, a woman called in behind me complaining that she had to wait like 9 hours to get on your show.
Well, yes, you're here, sir.
I want to make one more thing very quickly. Can I make an announcement, please?
Go ahead.
All right. To all the listeners in Arkansas, my name is Charles Neely. I used to be known as JL7, a.k.a. GELL, the number 7. I was formerly homeless, Alex, and I used to document my plight of homelessness by putting up videos on YouTube of what's going on in Little Rock, Arkansas. Well, 2 years ago, I was on the street. Now I'm off the street with the help from a loving Christian family. And now I'm running for Vic Snyder, as Congressman Vic Snyder's seat in the 2nd Congressional District here in Little Rock.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I have taken this step because, Alex, somebody had to do something. And right now, the Democrats and the Republicans are both trying to push their little groom for office people like Tracy Steele of the Martin Luther King Civil Rights Commission and former United States Attorney Tim Griffin. Here I am, just formerly a homeless guy. I'm running for office as an independent because...
Well, Charles, how are you listening to us in Arkansas?
On the internet.
All right, God bless you. I appreciate your call. Ted Anderson got us on the 50,000 water in Arkansas, and I haven't seen it on our affiliate list. Maybe we should... John, go ask Ted the affiliate numbers and frequency of that station in Arkansas. Covers the entire state.